Styles control everything in AutoCAD. Text styles are no different. They are actually very simple to create and edit. Let's open up a file that has some text in it. Let's look at the dimension example file. Now go over to the Styles tab. This dimension style uses a text style for the text. The text style it's using is called standard. Now we have 4 different styles in this drawing. They all look a little bit different, or are different in some way. Different size, different color. It could be a lot of different ways or reasons that you would want to make a different text style. Your text styles can be edited right here. Go to the Annotate tab on the ribbon on the text panel. Click on the text style flyout arrow, or just type in the word style on the command line. Text styles were one of the very first styles added in AutoCAD. That's why when you type in style, it opens up the text style manager. Text styles are much less complicated than dimension styles. This is it. There's only one window here. You select the text style that you want to change or edit, and you do. You can also create a new one. Let's make a new one. We'll just call it Style 1. Click OK. Now we have a list of fonts that we can use. You can use all of these or any of them. Let's go with Verdana. Now a lot of times, but not always, you'll have font style settings here. Bold, bold italic, italic, or regular. There's a bold italic. Let's just go bold. Now you can make your text annotative or not. An annotative text style object means that if the text is in model space, then it will automatically be scaled up to a specific paper text height, regardless of the scale that you're viewing at. And what that means is that you can put in your text and you say, no matter what scale this drawing is printed at, or a view or whatever, I always want the text to be, so many units tall. So in this case, this one is set to 0.2 units in height. So if that is in inches, then it's 0.2 of an inch, or if it's in feet, it's 0.2 of a foot, etc. Or you can just turn that off and have it default to that size no matter what the scale is. So in a different, larger scale, then it's going to be, smaller. But in a zoomed in scale, it's going to be larger when it prints. That's up to you. I like using the annotative text, especially when I put my text in model space. But typically, I will put my text in paper space. And that way I don't have to worry about the scale. I don't have to worry about it showing up in other views, etc. If you do set this without a height, I suggest you leave this at 0. That way, it will use the default height and your text objects won't be changed according to style. Or you can make text styles based on text height. So if you have a title or a header, you might want that to be a little bit bigger. If so, then there you go. So you'll see here that this title here is set to 0.2, but the standard is set to 0. My notes are set to 0.1. And the annotative here, this is the default text style that comes with AutoCAD in most of the template files. So it depends on how you want to use it, on what you want to do. Now the width factor will literally scale the width of the text. A 1.0 means it's not scaling it. If I go less, it scrunches them in. If I go greater than 1, it's doubling it. The oblique angle is kind of like italicizing your text. Put it at a 15 degree, see it kind of slightly bends it, or it's at an angle. So you use what you want to use. Click Apply, Set Current, and now whenever we go with text, this is what we're going to use. So if I create multi-text, there you go. It's a little big, it's a little thick, and it's slanted. That's a great text style to use for a header or a title to a drawing or to a view. Text styles, as with all styles, are saved in the drawing. They're not saved on your computer or on a network where anyone can get to them. So if you create a style that you want to use in other drawings, you must import that style. I recommend that you create a standard set of text styles in your template file somewhere and start all of your new drawings from that template file. If you copy and then paste text or insert text into a drawing, and that text object style is not in the drawing, then the style is going to come with it. The same thing is going to happen with dimensions and multileaders. When this is done, AutoCAD looks for a text style of the same name, just as the one that you're importing. If it's found in that file already, then that's the one it's going to use. If not, it's going to bring the style with it. So be careful when naming your text styles. The same thing with your dimension styles and your multi-leader styles, your table styles, all of your styles. Because if you use text or drawings from other companies, you may want to make sure that your text styles and dimension styles don't have the same name. Because this is what's going to happen. If you have a text style just called text, and then you get a drawing from someone else and their name of their text style is also called text. If I import my drawing into theirs or theirs into mine, it's going to use the style that's already there. So I can make a text style that has something really big and obliqued, and widened out like this one. But if I import this text into another drawing that has a style called style 1, it's going to take on those properties and just completely disregard mine. So be careful with that. Here's my suggestion. Whenever you make a style, and if it's a text style or a dimension style, either one, you can come up to it, rename it, and at the very beginning, put your initials, your company name, something that's more unique. That way, my BCB, which are my initials, style 1, will always be BCB style 1. So anything that I do that's special like that, everyone's going to know about it. It won't be overridden. And if you use something called standard, all AutoCAD template files come with a text style in it called standard. Good chances are that someone else's drawing will too. And you might not want your specialized text showing up like theirs. So keep that in mind. Give it a unique name, set it up, and then use it.